Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19. Still in love with this combine, so much so that when I was offered an opportunity to harvest field 7, one of our contracts, as you can see it up there just north of the biogas plant, of course I couldn't say no. So let's go ahead and start the journey over there. I already have the header trailer connected, ready to go. Header's on it, not very well, but it's on it. It shouldn't be too long of a drive. Get over there. Oh, we do have to fold this thing up in order for the trailer to connect. Learn something new every day. So, we also took down a sign that is not boding well for us today. So, as you can see, it's not too long of a drive. We just have to follow this road all the way up past fields 12 and 6. We'll be right there, ready to go. So, go ahead and look both ways. No vehicles are coming, so we are good. I am a little confused as to why they have the little triangle right there, as if to only make right turns into there, so you can't really go across. Doesn't really make sense, but I'm not the one who designed the map, so you can always ask Giants about that. Alright, so we should be coming up on the field right about now. Go ahead and start turning off of the road so that we can get the header trailer. We'll park it over here, where there's a little bit of room but not too much. Just so it's out of the way enough. Hopefully we can get it connected a little bit easier this time. I'm not going to park it in the bush again like I did in the last episode. We're gonna have the same troubles this time. I think it's because I'm putting it too far in there. I mean, that's just my guess as to what it is. But anyway, we got the header off of there. So I'll go ahead and fold it down, straw swath again. They haven't said anything about it. I think it's that way for soybeans regardless. But I'll go ahead and set this here, and we will go get the tractor so that we can go ahead and have it ready to go whenever we need to unload. Now, with how large of a field it is, how small of a trailer we currently own, I have a feeling we're going to be taking quite a few loads to these sell points, so we'll likely have to hire a worker for some portions of this contract. But no big deal. It happens. So, it's again, exact same path. This time I'm gonna do a roll. Come on, beat the car. And we're good. So once we get there, we'll just park it over there along the side of the field. And then we'll go ahead and hop in our brand new John Deere combine and get working. And we're definitely going to have to do that in order to repay the loan that we had to take out. We're almost maxed out completely in an effort to own our own combine and our fields, and we still have to buy a plow so we can combine 14 and 15. So I will park it on the other side of the combine just because I want it more centralized for us. So we'll set it down right about here. There we go. Go ahead and shut the engine off. We will run over here to our combine and just look at this thing. I mean, this thing is massive and it is beautiful. Go ahead and climb up top and just kind of take a look up here. See the exhaust right there. Huge air filter. Huge piping. Here's the hopper. I'll fold it up. So now we have to figure out how to get back down without hurting ourselves here. I guess that works. So we'll go ahead and hop in. Start up the engine. Unfold the hopper. Unfold the harvester. And, okay, that's something I just noticed. Why are the stairs in front when it's folded up? You would think when it's unfolded you want them in the front so they're kind of out of the way. But either way, all we gotta do is start harvesting, and that is what we will do. So once we're done, I will go ahead and start selling it. But till then, just sit back and enjoy the show. Alright, so it looks like we're coming up on the end of the second headland. See the tractor just up there, and you can also see that our combine is getting pretty full. So I think once we reach the end of this row here, we should probably reverse over and get rid of all these soybeans that we have. I can already tell that this field is going to be yielding really high, especially if we're already almost full after those two headlands, and we're going to have a lot of passes up and down in order to finish up this field. So just a little bit more, few more 100 feet, and we will be good to unload. Go ahead and shut off the combine. Start making the turns here. Start unfolding the pipe so that the moment we are over the trailer, we will be good to go. I'm also amazed at just how fast this combine can move. I got so used to an FS17 how slow the large case was, and this thing just blows it out of the water as far as how quickly it can move along the ground. And it's still crazy just how quickly the unload auger, how slow it can be at times. Especially, I mean, I get that it has a 10,000 liter tank, but still very, very large and very, very long to unload. So we won't be doing headlands anymore. Looking at the map, I think the best strategy here is going to be, especially since we're going to have to begin transporting, I'm going to line it up fairly close to the line where it starts to become kind of an irregular shape, so that whenever we do have to hire work, we can give them as square of a box as we possibly can. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Alright, we are just about done with this little section over here, trying to get it squared off. And should have just enough room inside of the combine to be able to get it into the trailer without having to come back over here. So we'll pick up this little straggler, put it on, pick up this little bit, and then there are a few more tiny little plants over there along the edge from our headland. Once we pick those up, we will empty into it, to the trailer, and we'll be able to go sell the grain. Now it is starting to get pretty late, as you can see. You know, moon's starting to come out. It's getting pretty dark, so I'm not sure how much longer we'll stay out here harvesting tonight. So if need be, we'll just come back probably 6 a.m. in the morning, finish up. Gets a little too dark for our liking. Go ahead and start unloading here. Trying to find the sweet spot. I think we'll just unload into the back corner right now. Start moving around as needed. Get it to the spot we want it. We'll just let her finish up, then we'll get our worker started. And while he's going, we'll go ahead and get the soybeans over there to the ranch. As you can see, all the way on the other side of field 11 over there. So it's a bit of a journey. But that's where they want us to sell it, so that's where we're going to sell it. Alright, go ahead and get her lined up. Go ahead and get them started, make sure they're on the right line. And away they go. So now we go ahead and hop out, run over here to the tractor, and we will go sell this grain. Start filling our contract. I will see you guys when it is time to get back to the combine. Alright, looks like we're approaching the sell point. Is on a mountain, and our tractor definitely is not a fan climbing this hill whatsoever. So we might look into getting a new tractor fairly soon. Don't quote me on it, but I have a feeling we might be getting one. And if we do, probably going to be a 6R series, just because the extra horsepower, and I'm trying to keep this fleet as green as we possibly can. If they had John Deere cultivators and rippers and seeders, I definitely would be going for those, as well as sprayers. And it looks like we've transported almost half of our requirement for field already. That's pretty good so far, actually. We'll go ahead and start the trip back to the combine so that we can finish up the field. Alright, so we are back at the field. Go ahead and position the tractor. Keep it over here towards this side. It's a little bit shorter drive. Open up the cover. We'll go ahead and turn off the lights and shut off the engine so that we're not wasting any fuel. And as you can see, looks like they did a few passes for us, which is really helpful. Go ahead and keep the header on as I jump back in. I think once we get 1 or 2 more passes done, we will probably call it quits for the night and go ahead and wait until the morning, just because it's getting really dark. Although it's actually not as dark as I figured it was. And you can see the moon up there, but I figured it would be a lot darker at 9, 10 at night. So we'll see what we end up doing. For now, let's just focus on getting these crops out of the ground. looks like we're on the last row for this hopper full. And I think after we unload it, we'll go ahead and call it a night. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. Getting pretty dark. I'm getting a little bit tired up for the evening. So I think it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and take a break, get a fresh start in the morning. And that way we don't risk injury with a little bit of fatigue within the combine. So just coming up on the end of the row up here. I mean, we're so close to completing the contract, so not going to hurt us to wait a little bit longer. I think we have just a little bit over one trailer full. So I think I might actually go deliver this real quick and then call it a night. We should be able to get the rest of the field with one trailer. Go ahead and get all of this in here. Go ahead and shut off the lights since we'll just leave the combine right here when we're done. And any second it'll be done unloading. Back up a little bit, try and get it distributed a little bit more evenly than it was. Forward some, fill the back. We'll go back into the middle for the last little bit. And now that she is empty, go ahead and fold up the pipe. We'll shut her down. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely was a fun one today, getting to use this combine a little bit more. It's making pretty good work this field, even though it is a pretty decent sized field, one of the larger ones on the map. This tractor is definitely been a great investment. Now, next episode we'll probably end up trading it in because we're going to want a bigger cultivator, which will necessitate a bigger tractor in order to do our combined fields. But we'll save that, decisions about that until later. So anyway, hope to see you guys on the next video.